Welcome back to the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center in San Antonio. I'm Mark Kusenberger with Texas Sports Productions. We are joined by head coach Koy Detmer, Sr. of the Somerset Bulldogs. Well, Coach, welcome back to Bexar County.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
I know that there were many reasons to come back to Somerset, but I'm not sure it was so easy to leave Mission. You have some ties there, and you really had a good thing going with that program.
Yeah, it was really tough to leave down there. We had built up the program, and really was heading this year to becoming a pinnacle year for us. Have a real good group that's going to be seniors, and we're really close with those kids and close with the people down there. Obviously, being going high school there and being from there, it was a challenge to leave, but we're excited to be up here, and we're up here for the right reasons.
And just one more question about the Mission experience, because the coronavirus was a challenge here in Bexar County, and a challenge at Somerset. It created so many situations, but from what I've read, as bad as it was in Bexar County, the Valley, it was like squared. It was really serious, and putting together a game for some schools was a major challenge. Describe going through that experience, getting your team a chance to play at all.
Yeah, it was a real challenge down there, and they've still been dealing with some of those things, and there was even a couple of schools that didn't get a chance to play, and so it was challenging, but I felt administration gave us an opportunity to put some things in place, and thought the coaches and kids and parents and everybody kind of pulled together, and we were able to get it done. And it was a tough but very rewarding experience.
Well, Coach, of course, your father, Sonny Detmer, passed away last year, and that was a loss that so many people felt because he was a legend. He was a genius of offense. And for those of us who had the privilege of meeting him, he had a way of, you could talk within 2 minutes. He felt like someone you went bowling with every week. He just was that personable. So we all feel a loss. But you lost your father. Your children lost their grandfather. Could you tell us a little bit something about Sonny Detmer that folks outside the family might not know, so we could appreciate him even more?
Well, I think, like you said, most people that have ever met him, feel like they've known him forever, because he was that kind of a guy. You felt like you were the only person in the room or wherever talking to him, because he just kind of made you feel like that. But very positive guy and laid back, but at the same time, he is a competitor and intense competitor that way, and thankful for the time we had with him, and certainly was fortunate to have him as my dad and coach and all of those things, and get a chance to come back and coach with him, and have our kids and nephews and all that come through. It was a great experience for me.
With so many sons, that their approach to life is, well, I love my dad, but I got to be somebody else. And your dad coached at Mission, you coached at Mission, your dad coached at Somerset, you're coaching at Somerset. Tell us some of your thoughts about following so closely in your father's footsteps, and at the same time clearly wanting to establish your own identity.
Well, yeah, and the thing is we're a close family, and so I was fortunate to get a chance to start my coaching into high school level with Sonny and my brother-in-law and them there, Coach Dinkelman, at Somerset High School, and as an assistant and everything, and learn the coaching side of things at the high school level, and then was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to go down to Mission, which was a place that a very meaningful place to me, having gone to school there and want to go down there and give back to the people and things down there, because it had given me so much, and really was kind of my launching pad onto my career as a player. And so I just was fortunate to get a chance to go down there, and then get an opportunity to come back to Somerset, where know the people, and then got some more family coming through and all those kind of things. It's really been about family, and I've been fortunate to be able to coach in those kind of places.
What's special about the Somerset community that the Detmers in particular and so many other families are so rooted there and drawn to it really for generations?
Yeah, I think that I know for us, it was Sonny's first head coaching job of his career, and so that's where he got his start as a head coach, and then was there for a few years, and then left, and then came back for another couple years, and then went away, and then really kind of set up shop there, and whereas he was there for several years, and then finished his career there. Um, but I just think that having Sonny was kind of like a cornerstone piece, so to speak, in all of that, and just his relationships with the people and things like that. Then I know for me, whenever I came into Somerset and things like that, it just had a real family atmosphere. Sonny had already coached a lot of the kids' parents or grandparents, from times before, so it just has a real, family atmosphere to it, and I think that's what people love about it.
You had the privilege of coaching your older son, Koy Jr., when you were the offensive coordinator at Somerset. Now you get to coach Cole as the head coach. I know that's a legacy you embrace. Anybody would love that idea, but in the Detmer family, I know it means that much more.
Yeah, no, it's kind of become, I guess you could say, a family tradition. The kids in the Detmer family come up playing ball and really all the sports, but the sport that we got our opportunities in was football, and that's been our deal. And so it's great to get an opportunity. I had a chance to coach little Koy, like you said, and that was a lot of fun. Coach some of the nephews that came through, and now Cole, it's his turn, and it's great to get an opportunity to coach him, at the high school level.
I really felt like I got the privilege of covering the game at Tolosa Midway where Cole led the comeback. It really seemed like a growing experience for him, and the team clicked. I'd seen a couple of games where Cole was throwing the ball where the defense couldn't catch it, but the coverage is so close, the offense couldn't catch it either. And Tolosa Midway was a step forward for him and a stirring comeback, especially given the background of the situation. What are you looking forward to with Cole in particular, a chance to coach him for his senior year?
No, I think it's going to be awesome. He's put in a lot of hard work in his 3 years here at Somerset, and now is heading into his senior season, which should be every kid's pinnacle season in high school. And so he's put in a lot of hard work, and as has the rest of the team. And feel like we got a great group around him, and they've put in a lot of hard work, made the state 7-on-7 championship tournament, and also the linemen made the state lineman challenge. And so those were big things for us in the off season, and looking forward to the season, and hopefully have some big things to come.
You've talked a lot about your family because the Detmer name is so prominent and so much has gone on with your family, but because of your ties to the community, I know that you have ties to Cole's teammates as well, and I've read that that's an attraction to it's Cole and Cole's friends, and
right.
they tell us a little bit about the strengths of the team and the young men that you get to coach now.
Yeah, so you mentioned, the whole family type of deal and the ties there. And when I was there before, I was the elementary PE teacher there and also coach. So all these kids that are coming through, I had them in elementary at that level and playing on the playground and stuff with them. And so it's neat to be reunited with them now that they're at the high school level. And so we do have Cole and all those guys, all the kids that are coming through, and so it's neat to see them. They've matured, and as far as the team, we're going to have some great receivers coming back. Jackson Gutierrez, Taj Jones will be great players on the perimeter. Chase Denton is going to play tight end for us, and he'll be a senior. He'll be a big-time guy there. We feel great about our backfield. Some young guys coming up that got experience last year, Julian Avila and Chucky Alcorta, and then Stephen Menchaca. But the offensive line's going to be good. Steven
Terrasas on
is
that
a guy.
Offensive line is pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's pretty good, and he'll be coming back. The good thing about this team, there's a lot of guys returning that have played a lot of football over the past couple years. They've been young the past couple years, and I think that's where some of the challenges have been. But now they're mature, and we're getting them ready to go. And so, it's going to be fun to be a part of that, and hopefully we can get them going.
Well, you'll have some great competition in that district. Bernie and Lavernia, Pleasanton's had their moments. Uvalde has had their moments. So I know you guys will need to be ready to play every week. I'm sure you're looking forward to getting into the practice field and ramping these guys up.
Yeah, no doubt. The district definitely very competitive district. Everybody's capable of beating the other team on any given night, and certainly Barney and Lavernia have been the top dogs in there, and so we'll have our hands full. But we're going to get to work and see what we can do.
Well, Coach, if I can throw back a little bit, I did have the privilege of watching you play on television when you were at Colorado and a few of your pro games. And I remember particularly, I think you were with the Eagles, but you threw a touchdown pass and had a very demonstrative celebration. Tell us about that aspect, your enthusiasm for the game. I know you didn't get universal approval for that, but how do you work that out? Because there's the love of the game and how people see it to celebrate it. Of course, that's evolved over time. So share with us this exuberance you have with the game and how to express it.
No, I've always enjoyed the game and wanted to have fun with the game and all of that kind of thing, and at that particular time when that was happening, we were having a tough year there in Philly. And, it can be rough when you're not doing well in Philly. And so in an effort to just kind of, bring some life to the team and things like that, it's kind of where that came from. And just wanted to kind of do my thing out there to try to help bring some energy and some life back with the team because we have been struggling that year. And through that, just kind of developing it came kind of, I guess, my thing or whatever. And so kids give me a hard time about it now. But we were having fun and enjoying the game. And one of the things Sonny always said is if you're not having fun playing the game or now coaching the game, then you shouldn't be doing it because it is a game, it is a sport, and it's meant to have fun doing it. And so that's always been our approach.
So even in the midst of that celebration and NFL competition, you were thinking like a coach.
I guess so.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you joining us, and we'll look forward to carrying all the Somerset games. Maybe I'll draw a couple. I would certainly look forward to that. And you can check out the Somerset games on the Big Game Coverage app with KSAT, and Texas Sports Productions will be there for all the action, and there'll be plenty of good games with the Somerset Bulldogs. That's head coach Koy Detmer of the Somerset Bulldogs. I'm Mark Kusenberger. We'll be back with more of the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention on Texas Sports Productions.